Hello guys. Okay. Last week should be last week we did a drawing. So today we are going to do another drawing on Autocad. Now look at the drawing we are going to do today. This is how it looks like. I have taken time to make out the detail, the dimensions of this drawing. You look at the drawing here. Let me quickly explain the drawing. Okay, so this drawing has, if you look at it, it has many rectangles. The biggest one outside here has a dimension of 200 by 152. Now the next one inside here, this one has a dimension of 120 by 118. Now this one is also a rectangle, has a dimension of 32 by 38, and we also have circles all over. The biggest circle here has a radius of 44. The next one here has a radius of 22, and we have this one here with radius of 8, and the smaller one inside here, we have this one radius of 8 and the smaller one inside here with radius of 4. And let's see how we are going to put all these things together to make this drawing come to reality. So let's start. If you carefully look at the drawing, you see that based on your understanding, after you already studied the drawing, you can start from anywhere, but from my own study, I want to start with the rectangle, the biggest rectangle. So I will pick a rectangle tool and I will start drawing a rectangle of 200 by 152. I press enter. Okay, let me move that down so that I will be seeing the details as I'm drawing it. Okay, and I want to move it a bit far away from me. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is, you see the center of this circle is located at a distance from the edge of the rectangle to that center. So the distance here is 66. It is written there 66. See, so just pick a line, go to the center of this rectangle, type 66, enter, and you have the center of your circle. So you pick a circle. Let's start with the smaller circle with radius 22, enter. You pick another circle, radius 44, you enter. When you are done, you now do a rectangle. Draw a rectangle of, what is the dimension? I said the hatch rectangle has a dimension of 120 by 118. Type 120, 118. Press enter. Okay, you can now move that, and I'm going to move at the center. Let's move it at the center and come to this point and drop it there. The next thing I'm going to do is another rectangle here with dimension of 32 by 38. So I'll pick a rectangular tool, draw 32, 38, enter. To now move that, first of all you pick at the center, you drop it here at this center. Then from there you try moving it downward. I think, let me check my quadrant. Why is it not? Okay, all right. See, it has indicated where I can drop it. See, because that is because I have turned on my quadrants here. It is on. Okay, so what next are we supposed to do now? I can trim off other things that is not necessary. So I will trim this, and trim this. We are almost there. All right. The next thing we are going to do there now, let's draw this part that has circle inside. How do I do that? That the center of this circle from the edge of this rectangle is 40. The distance there is 40. So we can pick a line. These things you can draw it the way you understand it. So let's pick a line first and offset this line. If that we draw that line, we offset it to 40. If we offset that to 40, it means we have the center of that circle. Let's try and extend it down. Okay, now that is the horizontal distance. Vertical distance is taken, you can see, is taken from the top of this hash rectangle, which is 8. So how do we now get that? If you want to offset another line, you can draw another line from here and offset it to 8. Offset it to 8. Now you can delete these lines. You can delete this line and delete this line because they are not useful. And that you have center, you have intersection. The intersection will give you center of that circle. So you pick a circle too. You go to that center. That circle has a radius of 8 or 4. You can type 4, and another circle with the same center. You can type 8, and you are done with that. We don't need the line again. You can delete the line off, and then what you do is just pick a line, go to the edge of this, and you draw a straight line down here. Draw another straight line down here from this edge, and then you can trim off where you don't want. Yeah, I think this is also trimmed. Yeah, that is it. That is exactly what you want. So at this point, the distance, the center to center distance between this and this is 60. So you can offset. No, you can move it or copy. Let's copy this. Sorry, let's copy CO. Oh, I have mistakenly typed something. Okay, let's copy this CO. You copy this. You pick the center of this, and then you move rightward and type 60. You keep it there. Okay, we have duplicated that, and you have the same thing downward. How do you do? You mirror, right? All right, you mirror it because we want to exactly the same thing to come on down. You take this and you keep it there. Do you erase the source? No, we don't want to erase the source. We want it to stay. So you click enter. We have successfully duplicated that. And now, what do we have next here? We have this point. We have this point. From center up here, it's 31. So we have to make a line from this center and offset it up and down. This is a line at the center. If you offset this line 31 up, let's do this 31 up. We offset it 31 down. We can delete this line. Let's delete this line and this because it's not useful anymore. And at that point, we can trim whatever if we don't need here. Let's select this and trim this line. Trim this line. And at the same time, we'll select this one, this line, and trim this. Okay, we can now trim this off. Alright, so what is remaining? We have fillets, but let's work on other things for now. We are coming back to the fillet. If you look at this, there is a circle at this edge. So what do? You go to tangent circle. Let's see how it does. Tangent radius. You click this line, and then you enter the radius. Right? Let's enter our first radius to be 8. Okay, we have that, and then we can pick. Now we can pick a circle, any circle, center circle, and then pick from that center. We type 4. We have that. You can duplicate that. That is MI as in mirror, because it's going to be on a exact location where the other one is MI. You select it. You just select. Well, you select the two circles. You pick center here. You see, mirror, and you set enter. You can now start trimming off what you don't want. At this edge, you trim this part. You trim this part. At this edge, you trim this part. You trim this part. And now we can now start applying our fillet. Okay. Our fillet we say is radius is 12. You can type 12. Okay, let's do like this. Fillet, we want to do it multiple. We type M. Fillet 12. Okay, after typing 12, I type M, which stands for multiple, so that I can do all at once without typing it one by one. Okay, and what next? We are almost done. What we have to do right now is hatch. It's that simple. So let's hatch this. Okay, before we hatch, let's take a line. You take a line, you pick a line too. From here, you pick that line, and then when you come to this edge, you press shift and right click. You see tangent. Where is it? Tangent. You see tangent, you click on tangent and you drop it here. You click enter. Now you have dropped that line. So let's hatch. Hatch is H. You type H, enter, and you pick a point. Let's pick this one first. This is not what we want. You can change it to this, and then if the scale is too small, you can change it. Says 30. If you change it to 30, let's see, is this okay? If it is too small, you can change it again, but let's leave it at this 30. Okay, now I'm going to hatch again. Okay, this time around it's going to be this solid. I pick this point. Okay, and then enter. That's all. That is all we needed to do, and as simple as that. So we have been able to do this under 15 minutes, even with the explanation I'm giving. Assuming I was not doing it directly, I would have done it maybe in less than 5 minutes or so. Okay, so we have been able to do exactly what was required. Okay, so we are going to be doing this drawing. There is a reason for each of these drawing. As you are doing each of these drawing, you are learning one thing. Sometimes you are not going, if you are in real life, you might not know what to do. You are given a very complex drawing to work on. Now, in this complex drawing, you might need the knowledge from each of these practice, which you will use to apply to make that complex drawing come to reality. So it is not in vain that we learn how to do this simple drawing. So keep practicing to gain enough knowledge, so that maybe if you are given a drawing to draw, you want to draw something, you will not be frustrated. Okay, so please, if you like what I'm doing and you have benefited from any of this, please just subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I think we have like 3 or 4 more drawing on 2D before we now move on to 3D. So just keep following up so that you will not miss, especially that 3D. When we start, you won't want to miss it. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.